Yes, this is another poem about depression. No. Yes, this is another poem about depression. No, it will not be coming. Yes, when I was 22, I tried to kill myself. No, that is not an easy thing for me to say. But if I hadn't, you'd probably assume that I'm fine. Yes, I see a therapist regularly. No, this is not something that I am ashamed of, although it used to be. Yes, I believe taking a sick day for your mental health is as necessary as taking a sick day because you feel sick. No, we are all dealing with shit is not an acceptable response to someone struggling with a mental health condition. Yes, we are all dealing with shit. But what you see as an inconvenience may hit someone else like an avalanche. No, it is not okay to stigmatize anyone who takes Prozac, Lexapro, Trazodone, Abilify, Zoloft, Xanax, or any other prescription. Yes, there are ways to manage depression without medication. But just like some people think running a 5K on Thanksgiving is fun, everything doesn't work for everybody. No, there is no silver bullet for depression. It is something many of us will do war with again and again until either the depression wins or our hearts stop beating. Yes, odds are you know someone battling depression. No, the symptoms don't all look the same, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't search for them, because chances are they're your family, co-workers, significant others, spouses, children, 20% of the American population.
I am a poetic hoe because I have sex with my lyrical thoughts. You see, I'm married to these words. I have foreplay with noun, adjectives, and verbs. I let periods and exclamation points run a train on me. I have slept with every letter in the alphabet from A to Z. Every poem in my head fighting for a chance to get laid, and I promise you the hoe in me will lay them all as soon as my pen hit the page. And as poetry tongue swap kisses with my third eye, I close my physical eyes and unleash this lyrical beast. I am Kanai. Now let's get into... I am a poetic hawk.
She couldn't bear to see the sun come up some days to twinkle, and her baby's eyes didn't gleam the same way body don't mean much some days. So she neglected it. Soap against her skin felt like needles and pins. Toothbrushes looked like daggers aimed at her gums. She said she wanted to run from life, and I was like, why? She began to peel back layers of her mind like notebook pages after pages of phases of life that felt so unfair. I started to believe she was made of vibranium, built different, tough, indestructible, solid energy, bigger than a boulder. I wondered how she did it, how she lived outside of herself so well. She said it was pebbles, the little things, all the sticks and stones that broke everyone else's bones only strengthened hers. She built towers out of fake smiles and his pride, tucked her sadness into lies like, it's okay, it's no big deal. Nah, I don't mind. Whole time she'd be running through brick walls trying to fight her way out of her own thoughts. Maze runner, running after her sanity, trying to catch a flight just to get high, just to get by. Haze runner, running away from the slightest possibility of becoming her mama. Track runner, couldn't imagine her inside. She said she had been living her whole life like this, a mixture of adolescent dreams and adult screams, the gifts and the curse of everything she told. My friend had been feeling well lately, and it became necessary to take a mental. She couldn't bear.
Dancing in a sea of people, drenched in sweat, pouring from my pores, not drinking enough water, but that's okay, because the music keeps me up, along with the DJ mixing like the master he is, boosting the bass so every song is a banger. Yo, I never jammed so hard to journey ever in my life, and each transition is seamless. This time it is Kendrick Lamar, and the lyrics go, all's my life. It is Kendrick Lamar, and the lyrics go, all's my life, I has to fight, nigga, and everybody sings the words, and the experience becomes a whole body. I'm no longer in the scene, but above it, watching white caps crash into one another, moving in cohesion, moving like the only reason they are breathing. This really is because more niggas are not present, moving in the irony of these lyrics falling from their lips like, what fight have you been fighting, my nigga? Is it the one when your mommy didn't give you enough money for you to go to your next music festival? Or is it the one when a middle finger is accompanied by a mouth moving in the shape of the word nigger? Because the road rage always unearths the races. And on the radio is a song that's supposed to give me life, make me feel alright, bring me closer to my ancestors. Instead, I only feel closer to their graves. Because like they say, life and death is in the power of the tongue. And right now, the way these white people are moving their mouths is killing me. I don't wish this. So I'm at this grave, dancing in a sea of people, drenched in sweat, pouring from my pores, not drinking enough water, but that's okay, because the music keeps me up, along with the DJ mixing like the master he is, boosting the bass. I joked about the recklessness.
I joked about the recklessness. It was all about when I went through when I was in high Overall, it was not the hype, but this lot on the front lawn for the cutting of the flowers and burned by the trees and salt. It was a sign of God. A flawed realization. It made it just realize that it was the forest of fire that just burnt down the home, but this God wasn't there. It was only I the one who had this stuck in my hand for such trouble. I am my father's son, bet the man that you want to be. Called in the deep blues. But I wouldn't dare you to let me see it, and then I could find maybe to learn from me. Instead of that for the strong and the rugged, for that had the opposite effect. And I am comfortable in the piece of politics to you, but this is the topic of the dinner table. You can find the main course. Pushed away from this everyone else in the world, for the weather for the one on that never to be the son of your daughter, for this to be the son of one of this is all sorry. The tribe never need to hide in you for the door, for it takes your tribe, for the genuine people, there are no lies, looking supporting your high value. Promise keeper. I was found home before God's throne, with Babylon letting truth be known. This is all capital. For the sin to be gone, and everywhere I roam, for the throne is on. This is evil because I can find the people that sown. And the flesh just so weak at the harvest prone to carnage, bondage, deceit. So we race the streets, turbo, supercharging, trying to get the death runners up. Tomorrow's never forgiven for the granting of the hearts is so beat, the honest is so deep enough to try to deliver them over the demanding of the forever, for heavens and hell is handed. The promise God keeps. And I'm your father, and the son of your father. And the full moon for the beautiful enough that I brought you to shine, but the sun kisses you for the whistle warm light. Hold my secrets to the vision you see. Feeling connected to the combined like twins of the waves that created the sight for how beautiful you are, for the energizing and running the tides and shining you bright like a star enough for you. The only prayer I have is our Father. Art, not a poem. Not a reading for the lurking of the friend, for the name in your ears to the branching out, for the offering you context in my work, for the limited time to post this fire I am. I'm set for the best, for the worst, for the death, for the least, for the peace, for the right, for the depth, for the find, the ease, for the feedback, for the support, for the never to express the growing of what you had to inspire to me. The trauma to never hide anymore, for the print that there was something ugly inside of me. I wanted to drag it out, to be open enough to make everyone look at it, for the children, what they did. Mood swings. How did a beautiful moment of laughter turn into days of frustration and despair? For the how did the smile fade into the dead stare? For the how do I lose the curtains of sunrise? Enjoy the sound of thunder in the dark sky. For this to be truly happy enough for the optimist to holding on for the tide of the moments and happiness and the big adjusting of my life. And how do I make myself a priority for this to be the story? For the missing against me, for the villain, for the won't quit. The one that keeps talking, taking the smile away, for the keeps trying to cover the silver lining in the dark cloud. The one I think keeps. One that keeps happiness and never win the battle against me, for the brave, for the work, for the 24/7, for the can answer, the seeking the solution, for the impossible, creating impossible, the problems, for the nothing, for the driving myself into sanity, figuring out the puzzle, for you can't be completed, for how do I father puzzle stop, but this would be the drive off the cliff, like Thelma and Louise, for the flight, for the plan, for the butterfly, unwrap this mystic cocoon, we trap wings, try learns to fly, flat, bird, perhaps, this persevering for the temper, the roar. I should not cave to that man's who walking so often on the grave. The unit by the anger for the nights of wrath, this burden by the stern. Stands at the hourglass. Bear the cord for the fear and decay, for the futile as the dismay, for there's nothing left for the fear to take away, for the stripping of the beating the bone. Battered the bruise, rattle body for the pressing of the line. Nothing to lose. Step to the character in the game, for the label, the life. This is there to risk the air I breathe, and only pay the price of this is down the dawn, the taunts of this is dust, the stinging dream, no more for the morsing of the day. Attempted to remain on course, do not pray. It's God and late for the sleep is where I dream, but the dreams are where I am, and to take a rest, this is the heavens, and where I am roam, where I dream this. Polluted air skies, which without the view for this remain to analyze, and this to be defined for the time for the universe. Embrace what's defined that behind the curtains. Really a man, bored a figment of a man's imagination. I'm here, really, finally, you, again, too long. The breakup was hard. I had to accept the end, but the end was this hospitable for the soon to take a trip to the forming your social path. I find it easier for the your cleaning. Morning on time for the building and around the driveway for the camp house. This is sandy beach, you're never going to read the pale. Written to the ink for this to what it is to ink.
don't try to label it. It is what it is at the time that it was. So enjoy it while you had it. It was just a book and you got stuck. It wasn't destiny. It was just I guess you didn't see it. I'm supposed to be but this woman standing right here decided to say herself. Catching feelings, baby, I told you what it was. So you falling in love is none of my business. And here you go, wishing I was her. But I advise you to keep fishing because I'm not her for you. I warned you, told you, I kept it real to avoid the possibility of harming you. But you stayed right there doing what was best for you. And you a grown ass man, so I let you do what you choose to. What did you fall for? Was it me coming when you said come through? Was it me doing wifey shit like cooking and cleaning for you? Was it the affection without
wind blowing hard?
Was it you lost?
Plan is what the brilliant it is to find an understanding of what it takes for the place to be the plan, but to take the time for the plan to come to the motion in time. For the plan is not to be smart enough for the plan to think it is before the plan. For the plan is to act. Basically, the goal for the plan is to be perfect. The plan is. Sunset for the hues of the moonlight clues, and never to find the dew for the starlit for the moves of over the crackling blues. When I dot the hearts in my eyes and I see like the work of art for giving, for the breath of life, this is Aphrodite, this is envy, and enough of this to be the beaming, for the bewitching over the beauty, for the beyond, the approach to be near you, for corrosive calamity, for the brought that to the calm, and never to find the O's and O's, and this resonation for the high and delicate, you can find it each morning, escalating. Or a song functionally founding over this euphoric that's a hitting a high, hovering over the mix of this to find what's to be jamming out of the beat for the heart, for the healing heart, for the caressing of the soul, for the kissing of the spirit, for the live, laugh, love, over the lightning of the eyeing of the store, for the mystery, for the misses together, for the tangling of a one, or the planet for the, where you go for the water is black, the space spans and over the balancing over the rubber ring, over the floating over the back. Here it is, touching yourself again for the wrong place, this note, dreaming of you. Have that taking place for yourself and just be brave. Under the pan, you can find what's awoke. This is on tired enough to fall quickly back to sleep. Listen to the orgasm again for the feeling. The tale of the times that after the own ending of the nightmare for this to be temporary, for the standing tall and mighty enough to say you like the basic. The plot twisted, intent that for the was strapped you to the altar with the worship with the lust, still for the making the carve out. You're still beating heart out. So does the reality for the strapping of your bed, or flame it inside, but gently pressing yourself for the time. Finger over the reconcile creation, the turning of the event. Plot twist against the tragedy was days over the divine was murdered over the sand thought. This a tragedy for that you can find the drowning of the anthem, for the finding of hope tomorrow, for the shadows of the thoughts of the overthrown, and never to find the tomorrow to bring today, do not to inquire or the higher expectations. The world is full of chaos and devoid of your hope, yet still cling to faintness of the light, for the beacon of solace in the endless of night, for the small rooms, largest, daunting, and for the unknown, for the grapple with the villains in the doom heavy, or for the beyond. Although you're human enough for the fragile, the small, if you refuse to surrender for the least to be bitter, for the calling of the darkness of the strength to be found. Depths of your despair, despaired enough for the whispers to resound. So the rise like ashes in the way, weary, worn, embracing of the dawn for the newborn. What it feels like to be lost to the endless of the fight, for the keep treading water, for this to be the all the might, for this I can find as human, for the flawed and unsure, for this to be passing day I hear. And what you try to remind yourself of the problem here. With the pain you hurt, whatever it's supposed to be protecting, or whether it's supposed to be helping, or whether the call to be the representative, or whether anything physical for the mountain, raise the mountain, the man for the raise that mountain, or the extra mile for the what you want to go for to make me smile, or never to find it hard to try to to be the pain for the last night for the inner scream. Heavily against the soft flesh for the reason why you keep turning them down. I find with the pain in the hands of the blunt, you can find it awkward way. Many nights submerged to the sea, waiting for the father to complete the bag, for the screaming over the returning and the irony for the trenching of the feeling and hope of where I found the case. Love holds you, embrace you, pulls you close, looks you in the eyes. Love doesn't leave you questioning, doesn't push you, but you decide for the depth of the find the nasty things about you, for this to be talking to you like dirt, for this to find what you flirting over, what it takes to never to find it humiliating over, what the number for the block, flowers to your door. Wasn't watched, distance, find a bridge from the distance for the Savior. Love is vulnerable enough with you. You didn't love what you, but I love you. You made me feel, but I didn't find it to do enough for this to make getting anything for the crumbs. The crumbs of this find evil is inside. For the believe the love, but it wasn't too pure for this to be denied hate. How deep is the love that you can find for you? Or treat another to find the feeling of despair for the felt for so long for the cross that continent and ages of where I am and where I belong. But it's just unfair for the carry on for the worry in the world, for the not to catch your tongue, for the feeling of the flood, the gates open for the what you become, for the so afraid of nothing and allowed yourself to be stumped on. Yeah, you try. Good for that, for good, for no reason, for the reason you find what's home. You pride yourself for giving up the lost once again, the wish away. Sad, lonely, and broken up for the whisper, shouting your sorrows again. Boy. Decision wasn't mine, it was yours. To make that for the spoke out of the line, take squish plush over the making of the discomfort for the mistake of what you have and I can never regret. What's the difference? Your love did not to be light, the broken mess of the